to work harder than you've ever worked before.
Australia's best were put through their paces.
There's too many good ones.
Until just 24 remain.
We'll see you at home visits.
Tonight, it's Superstars Week.
They will be performing for one of the biggest artists in the world.
John Legend, Nicole Scherzinger, James Blunt, Jessica Malboy, and J-Lo.
Wow, it's nice to meet you guys. It's going to be amazing.
The countdown to Top 12 is on.
This is the best chance I'll ever get. I don't want to give that up.
Just one performance is all that stands between them and the live shows.
Welcome home visit!
Will it be the year of the groups?
Looking at you guys, I know I can win 2 years in a row.
I've got quite a few risks in my category, but I think this is the year for risks.
Sydney is determined to prove she was worth a gamble.
I love listening to you sing.
Made me nervous, man. I was shaky.
Is Regan's second chance out of reach?
I need that and more.
And
What have you chosen to sing?
It's a different one.
Okay.
mysterious rocker Dean takes on a song that you won't see coming.
ABBA.
Yeah.
24 hopefuls.
One little mistake can cost you. There's a lot riding on this.
Just 12 spots.
They've got one shot left, they've got one song, one opportunity.
Who will make it?
I need this. It's everything to me.
This
It can change your life, you know.
is
I'm just a guy with a guitar.
the X Factor.
Are you guys ready? Yeah! Well, come on, let's do this!
Tonight, the competition takes off as our final 24 get set to perform for some of the biggest names in music in 4 VIP locations around the world. This is the X Factor. The last time we saw our top 24 at boot camp, each act had just found out that they had made it through to home visits.
You are our top 25.
Pack your bags, and we'll see you at home visit.
So, as the contestants head off to the airport, they all have one thing on their minds.
I am so excited. I mean, like, this is a dream come true. I'm going to meet a celebrity. I'm going to go overseas. It's going to be amazing.
And each of them knows just what's at stake over the next few days.
This is the best chance I'll ever get to do something I really love every day.
X Factor and Australia just needs this type of group. Like, just needs something real fresh.
And the weight of expectation is playing heavily on their mind.
I've got one performance to win Red Foo over and win a spot in the top 12, so it's massive. It's a really big deal.
As the final 24 jet off to locations across the globe, Foo's Overs have touched down in Las Vegas, where Regan, Jason, Stephanie, Amali, Ryan and Rochelle are all hoping to hit the top 12 jackpot.
Welcome to Aria, Las Vegas! How y'all doing? Now check it out. Vegas is the place to come when you've hit the big time. The biggest superstars ever have been coming here for the last 50 years. The Beatles, Frank Sinatra, Elvis Presley, Red Foo! Are you guys ready? Yeah! Well, come on, let's do this! Yeah, baby, so it's time to celebrate. This is what we do in Vegas.
This place is so different from Cairns, I can't believe it.
Party people!
This is just 24/7 party, party, party. Good times. I don't know if people actually sleep here.
Across the country, Ronan's under-25 girls are ready to take a bite out of the Big Apple in New York. Sydney, Caitlin, Chloe, Alice, Chanel and Melissa hit Central Park to unwind like native New Yorkers.
I've never been overseas before, unless you count Tassie. So just being, a small town girl, I thought Sydney was the big smoke, and then you get here, and it's just even bigger.
But with such an important few days ahead of them, the girls' mentor, Ronan, is en route, keen to keep the girls focused on the job at hand.
I think it's really important to take the girls out of their comfort zone, out of Australia. That's why I brought them to New York City, to see if they can work under pressure. I've got quite a few risks in my category, but I think this is the year for risks.
Girls! How you doing? Welcome to New York City. Excited?
Yeah.
Y'all feeling good?
Yeah.
This is your chance. You're one song away from being in my final three and making it to the live shows. You ready? Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Come on.
Please don't stop the music.
Back down under, Danny's brought the groups to an exclusive location in Sydney. They include Magic Honey, Brothers 3, Boy Band, Trill, Paris Inc. and Girl Group. And she has a few surprises in store.
Hello. Welcome visit. When I got told that I was doing the groups this year, I was genuinely excited. Looking at you guys, I know I can win 2 years in a row. I'm gonna do this. So today, we're gonna run through your songs and I'll let you know what I think of them, give you some notes, and I have a little bit of help at hand. She is one of Australia's highest-selling female artists. She has a swag of arias and multi-platinum records. Please let me introduce you to the very beautiful Jessica Malboy.
How you going? You feeling good? It's such a pleasure to be here with you guys. This is very, very exciting.
Singer, songwriter and actress Jessica Malboy is the ultimate triple threat. Having won a whole host of awards, she's recognised as one of the finest singers of her generation. And Jessica has just cemented her place in history by singing to a global audience of 180 million people at this year's Eurovision Song Contest. The first Australian ever to do so.
Come over and say hi! Wanna hang out?
And on the other side of the world, Nat's under-25 boys have touched down stateside in New York. They include Jesse, Adrian, Dean, Jamie, T and James.
This is crazy. This is insane. This doesn't even compare to playing in little country pubs. This is not even next level. This is about 100 levels past that.
And they waste no time in putting on a performance for the locals. But their mentor Natalie is never far away.
Is that you guys singing? Oh my gosh, welcome to New York! How insane is Times Square?
That's nuts. Where did you come from?
You guys are only meters away from some of the world's most iconic music venues. Are you ready?
Ahead of tomorrow's Make or Break Performance Day, Ronan is gearing up for a one-on-one mentor session with the under-25 girls, who have all chosen songs that they hope will take them through to next week's live shows.
I guess the idea behind these mentoring sessions is to get the girls ready for tomorrow. You know, they've got one shot left, they've got one song, one opportunity. 3 of them are going home. I'm basing my choices on my final 3 on tomorrow's performances.
The first to sing for him is shy 14-year-old schoolgirl Melissa Punzalan, who stunned the judges at her first audition.
I've always wanted to be a pop star, and this is my very first big step achieving that goal.
So, can Marlissa's version of a Pretender's classic ballad be enough to make this pop star in waiting's dreams come true?
Marlisa, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
How you feeling?
I'm excited.
Okay, what are you going to sing?
I'll stand by you.
Will you?
Yeah.
You will?
Yeah.
I'll stand by you then. There you go. Give it a go, let's see what happens.
I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you. Won't let nobody hurt you. I'll stand by you.
I'm not feeling in certain parts that you're emotionally attaching yourself to the words because you're only 14. So I understand that you haven't had a whole load of living.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 37. I was 16 when I started in Boyzone, so I get this. We want people to believe in you. I think you can go all the way. I think you could win this for me.
Wow, thank you.
That's a big deal. You know, it's a big deal. It's huge.
It's just amazing working with Ronan. It's unbelievable, and I just can't believe he has that much faith in me. Now Ronan's just telling me that he could win with me, so that just makes me feel so special. Yeah.
Still to come, She's a small-town girl.
Wow, this is not like home.
But how will she cope in the big smoke? And then,
The competition could end here for me.
the countdown to your top 12 continues.
It's sink or swim.
Who will perform live for you next week?
Might be going home. That's painful to think about.
And later, you'll get to see who performs first for our superstar guest judges.
Well, I felt it.
Welcome back to the X Factor, where Ronan's under-25 girls are running through their songs with their mentor before tomorrow's big performance. And next up is the 24-year-old chef from Victoria, Alice Bottomley.
I love this outfit. Tell us what you got going over here with this.
Just, you know, a little jumpsuit and a bit of bling.
Bling.
The happy-go-lucky Alice, who we first met at auditions, charmed Ronan with her confident vocals at boot camp.
Boot camp was a huge game changer. I changed a lot. It's sink or swim, so hopefully I can keep my head above water and swim into the live shows.
So how's it been since boot camp and now? How are you feeling about everything?
From the start of boot camp to the end of boot camp, I think I definitely gained a bit more confidence in myself and my ability.
I'm excited to see, you know, where you're going to take this. What's next for you? What are you going to sing?
Listen to your heart, Roxette.
Oh, I love this song.
Thank you.
Let's see what you got. Good luck.
I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why, but listen to your heart before you tell him goodbye.
So you finished the performance like, why? What is it? Was it? What happened? Was it okay? Was it all right? Don't.
Always seeking approval.
Don't do that. Never do that. You know, you're the performer, you're the artist, you have control. One thing I noticed with this song, with all of your other song choices, it was like you were hiding, it was possible for Alice to hide behind the song. That's not possible with this song. I want to see Alice. You don't have to be scared. You're here because you're good enough. Just let go.
Waiting for her turn to be mentored is 18-year-old Gympie girl Caitlin Shadbolt, who brought a country music vibe to her first audition.
I think it's time Australia produced a young country artist, and you could be the next big thing.
You can tell that I'm a little country girl in the big smoke, because I must just have this look on my face going, wow, this is not like home.
But how would the small-town girl cope with the pressure of the Big Apple?
If I was playing this song in the corner of a pub, I'd probably nail it. However, like, I'm in a complete different country, and I'm performing the song in front of Ronan, so there's a lot riding on it.
You do everything right tomorrow, final three. What are you going to sing?
Skyscraper and Lovato.
That's interesting. That kind of exposes you as a singer, and I think that could be...
Would put me out on a limb?
That's what needs to happen. Yeah.
Sure.
Let's have a go with that, see what happens. Okay, cool.
Like you're made of paper, don't wanna try to tear me down. I will be easy from the ground, like a skyscraper,
It wasn't perfect. On the big note, you didn't really hit it. I don't mind if you back off. Just pick something.
Yeah, well, because I feel like that's kind of the make or break of the song.
Are you confident with this? Do you feel good? Do you think through the night you'll be able to work on this and be ready?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's definitely putting me out on a limb.
You have to, like, raise the bar, like everybody else has. My one thing that I'm scared about with Caitlin is it too mediocre? Is it just middle of the road? Is it safe? We can't be safe.
In her everyday life, Chloe Papandrea splits her time between working at a pharmacy and volunteering at the local animal rescue shelter. At her first audition, Chloe left a great impression on Ronan with her rendition of the power ballad.
You can see me, I put makeup on my face.
It's so hard to do what you just did. Well done. Good job.
But with everything riding on tomorrow's performance, has Chloe taken too much of a risk with her song choice? An upbeat pop track.
I want to show Ronan a different side to me. Yes, this is a huge departure from what I usually do, and I feel like it is a risk, but if I keep doing the same thing, then that could be an even bigger risk by not changing up what I do.
So, what are you singing today?
I'm singing What a Girl Wants by Christina Aguilera.
What sort of songs do you usually sing?
Ballads where I can just close my eyes and just stand and sing.
Okay, so you decided to bring this kind of attitude.
Yeah, well, I want to show that I can do something different.
So let's do that, but let's, you know, make sure that you're putting your best foot forward with this song tomorrow. Good luck.
Thank you.
Let's see what happens.
Always what I want, always what I need. What a girl wants, what a girl needs. And I'm thanking you for giving to me.
It's good to get lost in a performance, but not to get lost. You went a bit pitchy. You went out of key there at the end. Just be careful with that. It's fundamental that you get that right.
Yeah.
You know, that's what's really important.
I feel like I should be doing heaps of stuff at the end.
Okay,
or is that just...
massive mistake. You don't need to be doing all the Christina runs.
That's not me.
But it's not you, and we don't need it. We just want to hear you sing the song. Don't try and be anybody else. Just be you and bring that tomorrow.
Yeah. To get some negative feedback. It does affect me because I feel like I've let myself down and let him down as well.
You know, the one thing I love about Chloe is whatever you say to her, she takes it on board immediately. She works with it. I'd say she'll be wonderful to mentor if she makes it through to the final three.
Next to run through their song is 21-year-old foster care caseworker Chanel Dargan, who dedicated her first audition to her nan.
Yes, I owe everything to my nan. Without her, I honestly wouldn't be here today.
Chanel, you're making me cry, not just because you're teary, but because there was such an honesty with your performance.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
This is the furthest I've been away from my nan. I know she'd just say, you know, go out there, do what you do, and just have fun with it.
Chanel.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Grand. You ready for this?
Yes.
What are you going to sing?
I'm going to sing Not Ready to Make Nice by the Dixie Chicks.
All right, let's give it a go.
All right.
Okay.
I'm not ready to make nice. I'm not ready to back down. I'm still mad as hell. I don't have time to go round and round and round. It's too late to make it right. Probably wouldn't if I could. 'Cause I'm mad as hell. Can bring myself to do what it is you think I should.
You know, when you listen to the lyric in the song, there's an attitude, and I think what you need to bring to this performance tomorrow is that attitude. Because I'm not seeing that at the moment. I'm still seeing Chanel singing in front of the mirror in her bedroom with the brush. You know, this is a really big deal. I need it to be the best you've ever been.
I'm ready. I'm 100% ready. It's like I've been waiting my whole life for this moment. I just know I can do a lot better. You know, it's a tough competition, and one little mistake can cost you. So there's a lot riding on this.
And the final girl who must impress Ronan today is 16-year-old Sydney Carter, whose final boot camp performance didn't quite go to plan.
I'm gutted for her.
She didn't want to let Ronan down.
It's so important to make sure I impress Ronan today because I need to show him that, you know, I'm ready to go to live shows and what happened at boot camp was just a one-off thing and it's not going to happen again.
Boot camp was pretty interesting. It was pretty scary. It was a car crash.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? What's going on in your head?
I can do this. I know it was just like a one-off thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to happen again.
Okay. I believe you. What are you going to sing today?
We Found Love, Ariana.
Okay. Let's see what happens. All right?
Found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless place. Yellow diamonds in the light.
You have such a great tone in your voice. So unique. I love it. I love listening to you sing. My concern is the fear in your face. You look scared. You can sing. Let's change this. Let's have that confidence. You know, my guest tomorrow, I don't want them to see that.
Next,
When you performed at boot camp, you lost your voice.
Yep.
will lightning strike twice for Jessie?
If I decide to take you to the live shows, there's no time to lose your voice.
Still to come, he's the wannabe rocker. They're a Swedish pop group. What happens when Dean takes on an ABBA classic?
Wow. Shock.
made by the talent this year? Catch all the performances again at yahoo7.com.au/X Factor. Welcome back to the X Factor. And over in New York, it's time for Nat to mentor each of her under-25 boys before tomorrow's massive performance.
Totally more fight in me this year, mainly because it's my 4th year and I need to win.
And stepping up to be mentored today are T, Jamie, Jessie, Adrian, Dean and James, who have all picked songs that they hope will impress Nat enough to take them through to next week's live shows.
It's all about tomorrow's performance, where they will be performing for one of the biggest artists in the world. So, no pressure.
And the first to be mentored by Nat today is apprentice Sparky, Jesse Tanaki, who divided the panel at his first audition.
The voice is fantastic, the girls love you.
Sorry, Jesse, I'm not...
Are you out of your mind?
So, can the keen as mustard tradie from Tassie do enough to keep himself head and shoulders above the other boys?
Competition this year is ridiculous. I mean, the talent that the other guys have, I mean, the whole group itself is such a talented bunch, and I guess it makes it hard because you have to go and compete against them. I mean, got to be on my A game, give 100%. It's very nerve-wracking.
This is important. It can change your life, you know. What are you going to sing?
Riptide, Vince Joy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I like this song.
Yeah.
Let's give it a go.
I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat, 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong.
When you performed at boot camp, in the mentoring session, you lost your voice.
Yep.
Yeah? Hang on. What's happening with the voice there?
A little bit raspy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to get you to sing anything else. No more talking. When I'm watching you sing now and listening to you sing, you're singing a lot from your throat. If I decide to take you to the live shows, you're singing 7 days, all day, and you have to just pull it out of the bag. I mean, there's no time to be sick, there's no time to lose your voice.
The fact that I've never had any training in that, and that's just another step that I can take, is I'm taking it into a positive and just using it as something to work for.
Pulling out all the stops to impress Nat is comeback kid T, who fell at the final hurdle last year.
I gotta send you home.
Last year I made it 10 visits. My dreams got cut short. This time I'm back for a bigger piece, so I'm excited.
But he's left the judges in no doubt that this year he's back and better than ever. And the determined 24-year-old is feeling a whole lot of love for one particular lady.
The relationship that I have with Nat is different. It just feels like she gets me. It's like a mother figure, and I'm really happy to have her.
Not feeling too nervous?
A little nervous, but I'm ready.
So what song are you going to sing?
I'll be singing Don't Look Back in Anger by Oasis.
Different.
Very different.
I kind of like it. Okay, cool.
And so Sally can't wait. She knows it's too late as we're walking on by. Her soul slides away, but don't look back in anger. I heard you say.
What do you feel about this song means to you? Probably haven't thought about it, have you?
Honest, I haven't.
Interesting. I could tell. You can tell when people don't know what they're singing about it. Can't do that. You're gonna know. You're gonna go home and go, what am I singing about? What? My fear with T is that he's, come to his very last chance at being able to be in the live shows, and he doesn't know what the song's about. I feel like if you don't know what you're singing about, you may as well not be here.
The next to step up is 17-year-old Adrian Nakadu, who sailed through boot camp with a pitch-perfect final performance.
I had no example of a love that was even remotely real.
He looks great, sounds great. He's great, well done.
And the student is a world away from his life back home.
It's just crazy to be halfway around the world living my music dream. This is my last year of school, so I'd be studying really hard and doing my homework. Instead of that, I'm here in New York City. I'm just a 17-year-old kid, it doesn't happen to me. This kind of stuff doesn't happen.
Hey, how are you?
Thank you.
Settled in?
Yeah.
Yeah? What are you going to sing?
More Than Words.
Awesome. I love this song.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
No pressure, but I do love this song.
More than words is all you have to do to make it real. Then you wouldn't have to say.
Adrian has one of those voices that you could record tomorrow. I mean, 98% of the time it's flawless. It's almost too perfect at times. You know, don't overthink it. I know that sounds weird, but I want a bit more magic in it. I want you to live in the moment a little bit more and not be like, I'm a recorded cardboard cutout of myself and here it is, laying it on the table.
And with Nat's comments ringing in his ears, Adrian knows he needs to rise to the challenge.
It's such a huge performance for me tomorrow, and if I just don't get one little thing right, then the competition could end here for me.
Next to be mentored by Nat is travelling muso James Johnston, who gigs his way around Australia in his trusty van. The 23-year-old has been spurred on by the success of his first audition.
I got the eye of the tiger, fire, dancing through the fire, 'cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar.
And the man in the van is focused on doing all he can to win a place in Nat's top 3.
Failure is never an option for me. I'll work as hard as I can. I have to go in there with confidence and just believe that I can do this.
What are you going to sing?
Man in the Mirror.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So.
Show me what you got.
Gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right.
What's going on? I feel like you're pushing too much. It feels done. It's like the go-to karaoke song that everyone does. What else have you got?
I got something else.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What
Something
song?
I Need, One Republic.
Yes.
If we only die once, I wanna die with you. Oh, and if we only live once, I wanna live with you.
So much better. This is a really good song for you. I really think that. I think this is the right song. It's way better than the other one. It's like one chance, you know, to prove to myself and to our awesome guest that you deserve to be in the show. Okay?
To change the song, you know, the day before, it's definitely a bit of a curveball. If I perform the way I did in my mentoring session, there's no doubt in my mind that I'm going home.
One-of-a-kind musician Dean had the judges in the palm of his hands at his first audition. But at boot camp, his mentor delivered some home truths.
My fear is, and I'm going to be straight up with you, is that people are going to be like, oh, is he really cocky? Is he really arrogant? Does he not want to be here?
I'm just a guy with a guitar. I tend to lead quite a rock star lifestyle in my everyday life. I can't help it without the fame.
And the wannabe rock star isn't ready to hang up his guitar just yet.
I think Nat and I work well together, and given the opportunity for a longer amount of time, I think we'd make a pretty cool team.
What have you chosen to sing?
It's a different one.
Okay.
It's a risk. Dancing Queen by ABBA. Yeah.
Wow. That's
It's
a shock.
yeah.
Why ABBA?
It's just different. It's never been done.
All right. I'm dying to hear what this is going to sound like.
Me too.
Yeah? Okay. All right, give it a go.
Friday night and the lights are low, looking out for the place to go, where they play the right music, getting in the swing. You come to look for a king.
I personally love when you get lost in a song. I feel like that's a really great quality that you have. It's about the glint in your eyes, right? Because you have this stare, and it can sometimes be quite confronting. And especially, I'm telling you right now, on television, it just might be too full on at times. That's what worries me about him, is his intensity, that it could polarize people and some people won't get him at all.
The only way to change how intense I am is maybe change my eyes in the sense of swap them for other eyes. There's nothing I can do about that, you know. That's just me.
There is definitely no one else in the competition like Dean, and I don't think anyone in the industry in Australia right now like Dean. He's pretty extraordinary.
Coming up, they're the loudest contestants.
Make some noise, X Factor!
But what silences Magic Honey?
And this is Hi, Jess.
And next,
What have you chosen to sing?
Chosen to sing My Bay by Little Walter.
I've never heard of it before.
will the apprentice educate the teacher? Or should Jamie have played it safe? Still to come, how will these three teenage farm boys go
How you doing?
Very good, yeah.
when they come face to face with one of Australia's sexiest superstars?
Pretty intense? Yeah, very intense. Welcome back to the X Factor. We're in New York with Nat and the boys. The final boy to be mentored today is Jamie de Boucherville, the 21-year-old from Melbourne, who's more used to working in a factory than singing in New York. Fish out of water Jamie received a mixed response from the judges after his last boot camp performance.
Tell me why should I let you go?
I'm not saying he's not good, but he's not good enough for your category and what you have.
And he's hoping to make the most of this opportunity in the Big Apple.
I'm just a regular Joe Blow. It's a regular sort of dude, and I'm that one in a million person. I'm that person that you hear of you know, doing the things that everyone's wanted to do, and I'm in New York, halfway across the world, trying to make a laugh of it. It's amazing.
What have you chosen to sing for this very, very important?
For this very, very important moment, I've chosen to sing My Bay by Little Walter.
I've never heard of it before.
It's vintage, and it's bluesy. It's a bit cheeky as well, and
Okay.
I'm a bit of a cheeky sort of person.
Really? We haven't seen that side yet,
Yeah.
so that's good. You ready?
Yeah.
No, no, she don't stand no children. Cause everything she do so pleasing. My babe, true little baby, yeah, my babe.
Cool song.
Yeah, thank you.
That's a really cool song.
Cool.
Okay, you've got a fantastic look. Girls will love you. Yeah, fine. Vocally, not as strong as some of the other
No,
contestants.
definitely not. Yeah.
But there's a coolness there. Do you know what I mean? And so I want to see that.
I really want to prove that I can grow and I'm versatile and, you know, I'm here to stay.
And 16,000 kilometres away, it's the group's turn to sing for their mentor and receive that crucial feedback before tomorrow's big performance.
This is the year all about the group, so this is how I win again. 2 years in a row, just coming back, retain that crown. Groups are super hot this year.
But as well as singing for Danny today, the groups will also get the chance to hear what Australian superstar Jess Mauboy thinks of their song ahead of tomorrow's big day.
Having met the groups already, they are very determined, they're very passionate, and you can really feel that energy from them. So we're going to have a really good day today.
First to be mentored by Danny and Jessica are sister duo Magic Honey, who electrified the crowd at their first audition. But when they come face to face with one of their all-time musical heroes, will the young sisters hit a high note or fall flat?
It's so crazy. Jessica Mauboy is like one of our #1 idols, and you know, performing in front of her, just singing in front of her is going to be like nerve-wracking because singing in front of her, she has an amazing voice. We have to impress her as much as we can.
Magic Honey, this is Magic, and Honey, and this is Jess. Hello. I saw your faces when Jess walked out. You were just like, oh, she's not a hologram, she's here.
Real Jessica Mauboy.
Yeah. What are you singing?
We're singing Blame It on the Boogie by Jackson 5.
Wow. I love that song.
Great song.
I don't blame it on the sunshine. I don't blame it on the moonlight. I don't blame it on the good times. I blame it on the boogie. I don't blame it on the sunshine. I don't blame it on the moonlight. I don't blame it on the good times. I blame it on the boogie. Woo!
Good. What I would like to see is pure commitment, and that commitment comes from belief. The live shows are really exposing vocally, so this is the challenge for you girls. Got to work on those vocals and the belief that you can do it. Because if you think you can, but if you think you can't, you're never going to be able to do it.
You know, I'm very proud of you guys. Very, very proud. And, you know, I just want to see you do your best and be at your best. But there still needs work on parts. Just sing the song.
Magic Honey, I love what they got. They got this swag and they can move and they do like hair flicks, and I've seen what they can do on stage. These girls have got something that nobody else has.
Next to sing for Danny and Jess are Brothers 3, the country siblings who were raised on a farm without running water or electricity. The farm boys pulled off a stellar performance at boot camp in front of the judges and live audience.
The story of my life, I take her home, I drive all night to keep her warm.
They are adorable.
So, how will the brothers fare in today's mentor session?
Just performing in front of Danny is pretty nerve-wracking, and then you add Jessica Malway, and it's kind of like, oh, great. it's pretty intense. Like, it's hard to explain.
Pretty intense?
Yeah, it's very intense.
Let's get started. Guys, how you doing?
Very well. Good, yeah, good.
Yeah? Nerves?
Yes.
On a level of 1 to 10?
11.
11. Particularly you?
Particularly me.
So, what have you chosen today?
We've chosen a song called The Eternal Flame.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
Why that song?
Really because we feel that our band kind of comes back to being a harmony group. So, we just want to show the fact that we can harmonise.
Okay, great. Well, let's get stuck into it.
Do you feel the same? Or am I only dreaming?
Guys, and breathe. Don't be scared of the song. The song's getting, you know, the better of you. Because you love the song and you put it up there on a pedestal, but it has to be your song.
You guys, you can hear that you're quite nervous. You can really hear that, and that's only natural. Obviously know this song. This has come from a place. This is your story that you're singing it from. And so I didn't really get to feel that. I really wanted to hear your story, and I didn't feel that. And you really need to be in that moment because it's one of those songs where it's a hit and miss.
Brothers 3 have to lose the nerves tomorrow. They don't have their guitars, but got to lose the nerves.
I personally cannot be nervous. I've got to look after my brothers. They're part of the band. We need to make sure we take this opportunity of a lifetime, and I just need to wake up to myself and realise that nerves aren't allowed.
The youngest group in the competition, Trill, whipped the judges into a frenzy at their first audition.
That is the best group I've seen at auditions ever for Trill.
In a tough category, the trio knows that they must stand out from the 3 other girl groups.
Our biggest competition is definitely Magic Honey. We bring 2 different things, like they're more ballady and we bring lots of pop and urban stuff, so, I mean, it's anyone's game from here.
So what are you going to sing?
We're singing Price Tag by Jessie J.
Oh, cool. Cool. Very cool.
Not about the money, money, money. Oh, we don't need your money, money, money. We just want to make the world dance. Forget about the price tag. Ain't about the, cha-ching, cha-ching. Ain't about the, yeah, but bling, wanna make the world dance. Forget about the price tag.
I think there's some good dynamics going on there. I would be careful when you hit the chorus to not have energy. I know it's like more smooth and you're bringing in the harmonies, but understanding music and the structure of a song, there's the verse, and then you build it up with the pre, and then, boom, it's the chorus, right?
You guys, 14, 15 years old, I think there's young girls out there who are going to be looking at you and going to be inspired by what you're presenting. So you want to give that back and not be too full on, but just being yourself naturally.
Jessica told us to be real young and keep it as us. Be real true to ourselves. Yeah, be real true to ourselves.
Next up are the boy band, who the judges put together on day 2 of boot camp.
We see you 3 as a boy group. I think we've bonded well because I think, you know, being brought together in the competition, that's exactly what you have to do because all the other groups have already bonded before this competition even starts.
Despite being the newest kids on the block, the boys want to show that they're just as strong as every other group in Danny's top 6.
we get along really surprisingly well.
Really well.
Like, just clicked from day one. It was really cool hanging out with these guys, and just, I think that's what makes a good group. Just having your friends and being able to sing with them on stage is just awesome.
Okay, so we always talk about this with the groups. There's got to be one leader, and you all play your different roles. So, have you worked that out yet?
Not yet. We kind of have all different roles.
Who's the lead singer?
We don't have one yet.
Don't have one. Have to have one.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, so what are you guys singing today?
We're singing What I Like About You by The Romantics.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Cool.
That's what I like about you. That's what I like about you. What I like about you. That's what I like about you. Hey!
Guys, I'm really impressed.
Oh, thank you.
I'm really impressed, yeah. So you have to decide in this song who's taking the lead and know what the harmonies are, and those have to just balance with the volume.
It feels a little bit messy, just a tiny bit, but you'll work on that. You will get it tight.
Tonight, we're going to go home, we're going to practice, we're going to find a leader, and we're going to get harmonies down and all that, and we're going to give it the best performance we've ever done as a team.
Still to come. Which one of Nat's boys causes this reaction?
Well, I felt it.
I felt it too.
So I got goosies.
And next.
We're going to have to show Jessica and Danny that we have what it takes.
But Australia's newest girl group isn't making it easy for themselves.
What are you going to perform today?
What a Man, sung by the Sapphires.
Well, we have the Sapphire specialist in the house.
Coming up, single mum Rochelle prepares for the biggest performance of her life.
I'm really a long way away from my kids. I think of their smiles and I think of their faces.
She's doing it again with another Aretha Franklin classic.
Welcome back to The X Factor, where Danny has called on Aussie superstar Jess Malboy to help get her groups battle ready for tomorrow's big day. Hoping to repeat the success of their first audition are Paris Inc.
I think the groups have arrived. You got the look, you've put in the effort, you girls have got it.
When we go out there on stage as a group, we lean on each other. If someone stuffs up, someone else will pick it up. I used to be really shy. I couldn't sing in front of people. I didn't even sing in front of my family. Half my family didn't even know I could sing. But being in this group, these girls have really helped me. Like, they've really boosted my self-esteem, and I feel like I can do anything now.
She's like the most confident in the group now. She's overtaken us all.
So what are you singing today?
Fly by Nicki Minaj and Rihanna.
Okay, cool. It's a tough one.
Came to win, to survive, to prosper, to rise, to fly. I came to win.
I see you're trying to take on a challenge of that song, but you girls have the spunk and the fun, and I want to be in their group. So I don't know if you have another song.
Yeah, we have Your Love Is My Drug by Kesha.
I could see their faces drop that moment when I said, oh, you know, what's your other song?
What you got, boy, is hard to find. I think about it all the time. I'm all strung out, my heart is right. I just can't get you off my mind. 'Cause your love, your love, your love is my drug. Your love, your love, your love.
Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Oh my goodness. Wow.
So that's the girls that I remember. That's the energy. What that song does for me is I want to push the furniture back, and I'm like, I need them to have a bigger stage, and I want them to jump everywhere. So I'm already thinking, okay, this needs to be bigger. Whereas the other one crept in like that.
At the end of the day, Danny's our mentor, so if she suggests that we go in a different direction or we sing a certain song, then we trust her, and we're going to do that, and we're going to do that to the best of our ability. We can do it. It's embarrassing. Yeah, we can do it.
The final act to face Danny and Jess is the newly formed girl group. After the judges threw the girls a lifeline at boot camp, the girls bounced back with a dazzling performance.
It's going to be
really hard because we're going to have to show Jessica and Danny that we have what it takes, and in this short amount of time that we've grown enough to be taken into the top 12. So this mentor session is really important for us.
But what will special guest mentor Jess Malboy think of the girls' very familiar song choice?
So, what are you going to perform today?
What a Man, sung by the Sapphires.
Well, we have the Sapphire specialist in the house, so let's hear it. It'd be cool to hear that mix.
Yep.
Yeah.
What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. What a mighty, mighty good man. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. What a mighty good man.
Whoa! What was that?
Wow, that was crazy.
I'm going to let Jess speak first, though.
Oh my goodness. First of all, incredible voices. Thank you so very much. Bless you. Wow, that was really tight. I just couldn't keep my eyes off you girls. So, wow.
I think it's the best performance we've seen today.
Woo! Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
For tomorrow's performance, I'm excited for these girls. I really am. I mean, today was amazing.
Just got to sustain that.
In Las Vegas at the Aria, it's down to business for Fu and the Overs, who are all hoping to win the jackpot with a place in next week's live shows.
I'm really watching to see who deals with the pressure, because I'm looking for a diamond. I'm not looking for just some coal. You have to live by every performance. That's how I do it. Every performance I do is like my first performance, or it could be my last.
For Amali, Regan, Jason, Stephanie, Rochelle, and Ryan, it's their only chance to run through their song with Fu before the biggest performance of their lives. First to be mentored by Fu is 41-year-old nurse Rochelle Pitt, who pulled off the performance of her life at boot camp.
You're amazing. Yes.
I just couldn't believe that I could do that. I thought if I can get a reaction like that from a crowd, that's fantastic. And I loved that feeling.
And the single mother of four has made a huge sacrifice in the hope of making a better life for her family.
I've given up a lot to be here. I'm really a long way away from my kids. I do think of their smiles and I think of their faces, and, you know, that does keep me going forward and moving forward for them. Because ultimately, this is why I'm doing this. It's for, you know, a better future.
What song are you singing?
I'm singing Natural Woman by Aretha Franklin.
Hey, all right. Well, let's get into it.
You make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman.
Yeah! Good.
Thanks.
I love that. Hey, you know, we're looking for a superstar. So you got to step into that. You know, when you're at home, your mom.
Yeah.
When you're on the stage, you know, you're a superstar, you know. So that's the vibe.
At boot camp, 25-year-old Regan Derry cemented her place as one to watch in this competition. And in her performance, Regan showed she's a real threat to the competition.
She's, for me, the one to beat.
And coming overseas to the entertainment capital of the world has given the ex-Scarlet Bell singer some inspiration.
Vegas is a big eye-opener. There's so much opportunity in a place like this, and the people that are playing here are the big guns, you know? It's like, it's a happening city. It's a place where you really want to be.
So what are you going to sing?
Looked Out of Heaven, Bruno Mars. Yeah, it's a talky song.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, well, let's take a bite. Yeah! Hey!
Made me nervous, man. I was shaky.
The only thing I can see that could go wrong tomorrow is that those nerves are double what they are today, and you know, you give less than that.
Yeah.
I need that and more.
Fu was very positive. He really believes in me. He gives me a lot of confidence, and he makes me feel very comfortable in my skin. I can't ask for anything more from a mentor, really. You know, he's really nice to me.
Coming up, from school teacher to pop star.
We don't want to see a math teacher. We want to see, oh my God, she is this emotional beast.
Will Miss Stephanie step up to the challenge? Then,
I've sung this 5 times, you know, in front of people.
will Ryan be able to live up to expectations, taking on one of Chris Isaac's biggest hits?
You being new is gonna get old.
Welcome back to the X Factor. We're in Vegas with Fu and the Overs. 27-year-old Stephanie Totino, a maths and science teacher, proved she was a class act by pulling off an A+ first audition.
If I were a boy, I think I could understand.
If I had a math teacher, just thinking back, you know, in school.
If the students at my school knew that I was in Las Vegas right now about to have a mentor session with Fu, they would be absolutely over the moon. I wish I could take them all over here with me so they could meet him, because I know that they would get a real kick out of it, and I have, so.
What are you gonna sing?
I'm singing Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. That's a wonderful song.
Yeah.
Forever's gonna start tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Once upon a time, I was falling in love, and now I'm only falling apart.
I really enjoyed it, but I felt like there was something missing. You gotta give that raw emotion.
Yeah.
We don't want to see a math teacher. We want to see, oh my God, she is this emotional, you know, beast that is not supposed to be a math teacher, and she's supposed to be on the stage because she's letting it out. So more of that, more energy, lose yourself in it, and that's what you got to do.
I'm so close to the live shows, and I just don't want to let it go and let this opportunity slip away because I didn't give it my best.
Super cool drumming dad Jason Hera had the judges, and Fu in particular, feeling happy at his first audition.
I gotta be the first one to say, yes, baby.
And Mr. Slick Jason is hoping to pick up some hip tips from his mentor.
Yeah, having Phil as my mentor has made me realise a little more about life at the top. He's always with it, with the times, as far as style and image. And I'm learning a lot. When it's lights, camera, action, he's on. And he's Fu. He's a crazy dude, you know.
So what you got?
Elton John, Benny and the Jets.
Woo!
You know, it's got heaps of soul in it.
Yeah.
It's Elton John, you know, it's like classic.
Yeah, that's power. That's powerful right there. Wow. So there are some things that you got to do with this song. You got to focus on your performance and get that confidence, nail that down. The end of the song is kind of shaky, you know? You got to get that falsetto. It's kind of, you know, it's like the wheels are falling off a little bit. You know, sparks are starting to fly. I know tomorrow is your most important performance. It can't be shaky. You gotta nail this.
Hoping that Fu will take a gamble on her in Las Vegas is musician Amali Ward. But the 26-year-old's dreams were almost cut short at her very first audition.
I don't know if you're ready for the X Factor. I think you need some more work. It's a no for me.
I just sort of have always felt like I'm on the back foot with him, like always just trying to prove myself. I guess I just feel like the underdog because I might have to work a little bit harder than everybody else.
So, I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
To see what you got for me today.
Cool, yeah, I'm seeing Diamonds by Rihanna.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Eye to eye, so would life. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Oh, 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 oh.
You know, you have a voice that you can control. You know, you already, look pretty. you have that. There's something missing. It feels emotionless. And you're gonna need to communicate emotion with this song. You have to make me feel something. Tomorrow is gonna be the performance of your life. I mean, this is make or break. I said no to you the first time, and this is reminding me, this performance, it's because it was the lack of emotion. We're not looking for the next robot. She needs to really work on connecting with other humans and making us feel something.
27-year-old Ryan Imlach took the judges by storm at boot camp.
Man, whatever she did to you, man, it's good, baby, it's good.
But as the least experienced singer in this category, will Ryan strike it lucky over the next few days?
I'm definitely a novice performer. I mean, I've sung less than 5 times, in front of people, so this mentoring session means a lot. I mean, I need to learn what I can from Fu, because everything he tells me and everything I can do with that means whether I stay in this competition or not.
So what are you singing today?
I'm singing Wicked Game by Chris Isaac.
All right.
No, I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love. Nobody loves no one.
It is emotional. It's emotional. However, well, let me just say it like this. You being new is gonna get old. If that makes sense. And then at some point, you're going to have to step into how to entertain on a pop star level. Need to feel like, whoa, yeah, but he did that Ryan thing to this song. He did it. I don't know if I've seen that Ryan thing on this song.
In my head, I'm thinking, I've just got to find that thing. I might just go down the strip and just have a scratch around everywhere, but hopefully it's there, because I'm going to need it tomorrow.
Next. Performing before one of the world's biggest superstars is getting some of the boys hot under the collar.
J-Lo right there. She's so beautiful, and it's just, it's so exciting.
And coming up, Tassie tradie Jesse is first to perform for his place in next week's live shows.
It's been a sleepless night for our contestants as a new day brings the ultimate performance. The one that will decide who goes through to the live shows and who will fall short.
The fact that after this performance I might be going home to my normal life, it's painful to think about.
I want this so bad, and I'm so close to it as well. It's just in my grasp, and I need this. It's everything to me.
24 acts must become 12, and each contestant will sing in front of their mentor and a very special guest in order to keep their place in the competition.
Wait. No sleep till.
And in New York, it's time for the first category to rise to the challenge. Nat's under 25 boys. Adrian, Jamie, James, Jesse, T, and Dean.
Without a doubt, this is the most important performance the boys will ever do. This is the best category I've ever had. 6 boys, hands down, could all make it to the live shows, and either of them could win. How are you feeling? Well, this is it. This is your final performance. So how you deliver today's performance is absolutely crucial, because it will make the difference between coming along with me or going home. It's a really tough decision today. So I've invited someone very special to help me make that decision. With more than 80 million records sold worldwide, more than $2 billion in movie sales. This person is the definition of a superstar. Please
welcome.
Jennifer
I know, thank you guys for having me. Hello. Wow, it's nice to meet you guys, finally.
Singer, actress, fashion designer and global icon, Jennifer Lopez has it all. Having just performed to an audience of billions at the Soccer World Cup, Jenny from the Block is at the top of her game. Whether she's burning up the charts, topping the box office, or gracing magazine covers across the world, J-Lo is the definition of the X Factor.
You know, Natalie's told me all about you. I'm always looking for a true artist, somebody who stands out from the crowd, somebody who has something specific and special to offer. You all look like you do, by the way, just on first look. Right? Yeah, I mean, it's just, oh, you're all so different and individual. But that's what I look for. I look for the soul of the artist, and that's what I'm going to be looking at and trying to help Natalie choose.
I need some help, because they are all amazing. I do
So,
need some help.
Let's get to it. Yeah.
All right, let's get to it, guys. Let's get You're gonna get lots of cuddles, I guess.
You know, the X Factor is such an intangible thing. That's why I call it the X Factor. It's something that you feel. It's the whole entire package. Everybody just does not have it. It's just something that is a gift.
So beautiful and amazing, and I'm getting chills thinking about it. Oh man, I'm so excited.
J-Lo right there. This is mind blowing. She's like amazing. Like she looks like just perfect. You know, she's so beautiful, and it's so exciting.
So this is it. The countdown to the final 12 and next week's live shows is on. One song will decide who's in and who's out. And with the daunting task of performing first is Tassie Sparky Jessie Tanaki, who gave a heartfelt performance at boot camp.
I belong with you, you belong with me, you're my sweetheart. And I belong with you belong with me, you're my sweetheart.
And with so much at stake, there's no turning back.
Okay, you're a tradie, so what are the boys on the job site going to say when you go back and go, hey, by the way, just wait, so I'll let you know I met J-Lo?
Yeah, I guess they'll be like, did you get a number? Come on, guys, really? We've got a bit of a culture down in Tassie. It kind of stays there, and whenever you see a bit of glamour, a bit of fame, it's kind of like all in big lights type thing. So to think that I'm amongst it over here, it's pretty crazy. But I think the boys back at work are going to love it.
Hey, Jessie.
G'day, how we going?
Hello. I'm good. Can you please tell Jennifer what you're going to sing for us?
I'm going to be singing Riptide by Vance Joy.
I was scared of dentists in the dark. I was scared of pretty girls starting conversations. All my friends turning green. You're the magician's assistant in their dreams. No way. Lady, running down to the rip side. I got a lump in my throat, 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong.
Well done.
Thanks very much.
Thanks, Jessie.
How's that?
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah?
Most intense experience of my life, I feel. It was good. I enjoyed it. Absolutely loved it.
I thought that was really solid. It was perfectly on pitch. It was really nice. It was really, really solid.
Every time he sings for me, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I love that tone. I want to hear
more. He has a great tone in his voice. It's some, but my one thing I would say is, like, have we heard that tone too much? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's something, it didn't feel so individual that it was something brand new.
It's a tough one. This is tough.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for you because there's pros and cons to everybody.
Next, he said heart beats racing at auditions. Will Adrian have the same effect on J-Lo? And still to come, he's waited a year for this moment. Watch T's second chance next.
Hope you like it.
Good luck.
Welcome back to the X Factor. It's make or break performance day, and the pressure is mounting here in New York. 17-year-old Adrian Nakadu has flown through the competition without putting a foot wrong.
Thinking about you, no.
Been thinking about you.
But in yesterday's mentor session, Nat was concerned his performance was a little too safe.
I want a bit more magic in it. I want you to live in the moment a little bit more.
Today's performance, I just really want to show Nat that I'm more than just a 17-year-old kid. I'm here to take my next step into something absolutely amazing. Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you feeling?
A little bit shaky, but I'm ready. This is why I'm here. So.
Adrian, can you please tell Jennifer what you're going to sing for us today?
I'm going to sing More Than Words.
I like that one. Yeah, go.
Saying I love you is not the words I want to hear from you. More than words is all you have to do to make it real. Then you wouldn't have to say that you love me, yeah. 'Cause I'd already know.
Thanks, Adrian.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I've never, ever seen him that nervous.
Obviously has a really pretty voice. Yeah. There were some, notes that were off,
I don't feel that that was my best performance.
but he has a great look, which I like.
Going out of this competition would just be so heartbreaking and devastating.
For 24-year-old T, today's performance has been a year in the making after he fell at this stage last year.
I had my chance last year. What makes me good enough to get their second chance? It's their hunger, it's their drive that I've been through a setback, and now I'm back.
And at his first audition this year, T left no one in any doubt that he had his eye on the prize.
Anybody like me, somebody to
So, when it matters the most, and with so much to prove, can T leave the past behind him and show Natalie and J-Lo that he finally deserves a place in next week's live shows?
How are you?
I'm good. Still can't believe. Far out.
It is crazy. Can you please tell Jennifer what you're going to sing today?
I'll be singing Don't Look Back in Anger by Oasis.
Okay, cool.
I hope you like it.
Yes. Good luck.
slip inside the eye of your mind. Don't you know you might find a better place to play? Step up beside the fireplace. Take that look from off your face. 'Cause you ain't ever gonna burn my heart out. It's so sadly can't wait. You know it's too late as we're walking on by. Her soul slides away, but don't look back in anger. Don't look back in anger. I heard you say.
Thanks, T. Well
Thank
done.
you.
I got goosebumps then.
Yeah, you got the goosies.
I was
saw that.
like,
For me, he started off a little bit shaky. By the end, I saw why he's here at this stage in the competition. He's really soulful, and obviously, he has a big instrument.
Yesterday, he didn't even know what the song was about, and that
this song
shocked me. Yeah, like you're coming to your very final last audition, and you don't know what you're singing about.
Well, I felt it.
I
And you
felt
got
it
goosies,
too.
so-
I got goosies. I felt
It
it.
was
He
a
went
good
away
one.
and he worked.
For sure.
I was really happy with my performance, and I wouldn't change anything about it. But I just heard then that and J-Lo felt the same way too.
They've wowed Australia with their talent. Now, their chance to sing in front of superstars. From J-Lo to John Legend.
Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. Let me come along.
Could it all come unstuck?
Oh my gosh, I stopped. I stumbled.
It's tough for somebody our age.
Who will make it?